back to Dropped In. I am beyond stoked to be here with you today and share a microdose hit of magic and medicine with you. So, this isn't the next episode. This is the pause between moments, the space that so many skip, the sacred exhale that actually makes the impact land. Today is not about what you should be doing. It's about what your nervous system has already done and what happens when you actually let yourself feel it. We live in a culture that celebrates the sprint, but the woman I'm becoming, she celebrates the savor. Because after the chapter gets written, after the events get led, after the success gets witnessed by a room full of strangers and souls and stories, what comes next isn't the next thing. What comes next is the power pause, the acknowledgement, the awe, the recalibration of holy shit, I just did that and I didn't fall apart. So here's the truth. I just lived a season of expansion that asked me to stretch. Not just my calendar, not just my leadership, but my identity. I wrote a chapter in a book, Unreserved. I traveled to Toronto for the Unreserved book launch. I stood in a room and spoke with people who met me through my words before they met me with their eyes. And then, this past weekend, I held a business retreat for legacy leaders. And now pause. Let's not rush past that list like it's some social media flex. I want you to feel it with me because I almost didn't. I almost skipped this feeling. When I stood in that room in Toronto, I felt not just proud, not just grateful, but exposed, like a live wire. My nervous system was buzzing with aliveness and ache. Like, yes, I'm honored. But also, is it safe to be seen? And maybe that's where you are right now, too. Standing in the wake of something you asked for, something beautiful. But now that it's here, your body is catching up to what your soul already knew was coming. Let me tell you something that landed for me deeply this month. Visibility isn't a trauma. It's a temperature. And if your nervous system's not calibrated to the heats, it'll feel like a burn instead of a breakthrough. I had to sit with that. And thank goodness I'm working with my coach right now to rewire this part of me that used to say, maybe I'm not ready. Maybe this is too much. Maybe I'm not safe here. Because none of that was truth. It was old programming running on a new frequency. It's like trying to stream a 4K movie on 2006 Wi-Fi. The image is meant to be seen in crystal clarity, but the signal, it's lagging. So I'm updating the signal. Not the dream, not the visibility, not the calling. The signal. This is the work so few talk about. They tell you how to launch. They tell you how to scale. But who's holding space for what happens after the up level? Who's helping you soften in the space between the power moves? This is why I've taken a power pause. Not because I was broken, but because I was evolving. And let me just say it. If you don't make space for acknowledgement, you're telling your nervous system it's not safe to succeed. And let me tell you, I am no longer available for that lie. So I want to offer you something here, right now, in this moment, a full body visualization. And so if it's safe to do so, I invite you to close your eyes, unless you're driving, of course, or if it doesn't feel safe. And take a deep breath in. Hold it at the top and exhale it out slowly. Now imagine yourself standing on the stage of your latest win. It could be a business moment, a personal milestone, a soul-led breakthrough. Feel the energy of the room, the applause, the silence, the eyes watching you, not to judge you, but to witness you. Notice how your body responds. Is there tension in your chest? A flutter in your belly? A desire to shrink or to expand? Let it all be okay. There is no wrong way to feel seen. And now whisper this in your mind, or even say it out loud. It's safe for me to be seen. It's safe to be witnessed. I can hold this moment. And now breathe into your feet. Let your body root into the ground. Let your presence grow roots. And know, this moment doesn't require more doing. It asks for being. Taking a deep inhale. Exhaling it out. And whenever you're ready, open your eyes and come back into your body, back into the space. How does it feel now? A little softer, a little fuller. That's the recalibration. That's the pause becoming power. So now let's talk about Hardwired CEO. That is the title of the chapter in the book I wrote in Unreserved is Hardwired. It's the name of the mastermind that Marcia and I co-facilitate. And it's the name of our live event that is held in Toronto in November of this year, 2025, Hardwired CEO Live. Because this room is being created for this exact frequency. This isn't an event you attend for a bunch of business hacks and strategies and systems and notes you'll never use. This is a visceral experience. A live, real-time nervous system recoding. a space where women like you bring your power, your leadership, your resistance, your evolution, and we alchemize it all into clarity, momentum, and strategy you actually feel safe implementing. You're not just claiming a seat at the table. You're rewriting the damn blueprint of the room. And not only are Marcia and I co-facilitating this, we have some incredible keynote speakers. We have Kim Fitzpatrick, Corlin, and Chantel, and we've got you. But only if you say yes. In fact, only when you say yes. So early bird ends June 20th. And I'm telling you what, you already know, that this event is for you, don't you? Your body does. And it's okay if it's not screaming, it might be whispering. This is the room I rise in. And I'm here to share with you, there he is, apes. Hey. So let's land the plane. If this episode gave you permission to breathe, if it reminded you that your growth doesn't need to be proved, only felt, if it cracked something open, take your own power pause. Journal. Take a walk. Move your body in your living room. Whatever you do, don't skip this moment, because the old you already left the building. And the new you, she's just waiting for you to notice her. And let me remind you, you do not need to earn rest. You don't need to deserve celebration. You are the success story in motion. This is your power pause. And when you're ready, you will move again. But this time from a place that actually feels like home. And remember, you are the transmission. You are the moment. And my friend, you already arrived. Until next time, we will see you on Dropped In. Most people think scaling is about doing more. More strategy, more hours, more effort. Your success isn't about how hard you work. It's about how well your nervous system can hold what you're building. If your body is stuck in survival mode, no strategy in the world will make scaling feel sustainable. You'll stay in the cycle of overthinking, self-sabotaging, pushing harder while getting nowhere. Not because you don't know what to do, but because your system isn't wired to receive what you're working for. That's why I created the Inner Pharmacy Playbook. 143 power pages of real, high-level strategy to regulate your nervous system, rewire resistance, and finally step into momentum that sticks. Because you weren't meant to build your empire through exhaustion. You were meant to build it with ease, clarity, and power. And that starts here. Go to the show notes and grab your copy of the Inner Pharmacy Playbook, because the next level of your business is not about grinding harder. It's about becoming the version of you who can hold it all.